This is the police. We have you surrounded.
Hey there guys, welcome back to This is the Police. We're in the pocket of the Mafia. We're definitely actually doing dirty work for them now, which isn't so great. Got to keep Jay Boogie from Shift B on the up and up until July 27th when he gets his medal. There was a homicide yesterday. That was a big one. We let the Mafia away with a job, and they killed a guy in doing it, so we could be in trouble. I'm too tired, I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? How are you on that level of energy? I'm gonna have to fire you soon, aren't I? No. I'm gonna keep you, but I'm actually gonna fire you today. So, put Ludwig van on, because apparently that's better for my stress. And fire Jaxie. First things first. Jaxie himself and Smith head down and carry out that investigation. Affairs, internal affairs. I would like to go to a police station. I would like to go to Jaxie. I would like to fire. He's now too old. And in his place, I would like Ned Bukiragian, because he looks pretty young, pretty spry. Looks like he should keep up the work for a while. I doubt it. Oh! Can hire a new detective. Wow, I got away with it. Give me Jack Ritzky, and let's put him on shift A. Trespassing, Stovall, Vandal, and Fraser, go. How did our arson arrest go? Offender was caught. Nice work, Beasley. You're officially now my best detective. Well done.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation.
No sign the criminal's near the house. The front door's been broken down. Shadows like inside. Let's go at the back door.
811 complete. 911 in progress.
Drug addict has attempted to hide an expensive bottle of liquor. That doesn't look too complicated. Sandy, take Birch and go deal with that, will you? How's my investigation at the Red Masks doing? Give me Jin Yang. Sold an antique to a Chinese businessman. Beasley, I want you heading this up. Kodu, I want you to stand by in case there's anything else. Moser, back him up. Jack, one of our guys tried to rape our accountant. We locked him in a hotel room, but he's starting to hand the whole organisation to the police. I think it's time he talks to a police officer face to face. Smith.
911.
The theft. Yeah, that seemed pretty simple. Sale of the stolen goods. The investigation has started. She always handles the bigger deals personally. He arrived in Freeburg last week. He's convinced the necklace was stolen from his family back in the 17th century. She pretends to be a regular restaurant visitor, tells the buyer in advance which table to find her. She travels without a bodyguard or driver so as not to attract too much attention. Oh no, that's the buyer, was it? Yeah, that's the buyer. Jingyang always insists on full payment upfront, never deals in cash. Okay. Christopher Sand, City Centre. Depends on the nature of the crime. You're only bribing me with 1,000. You gotta pay me better than that, Chris.
412 in progress.
Assault with a deadly weapon. Skinhead attacking a dark-skinned valet, striking him around the legs, yelling, "I'll beat you to your dead freak." No shit, I'm gonna do it. She believes she saw pistols. She believes she saw a pistol. Stovall, Sandy, Birch Jr. How's the investigation going? We turning up anything?
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Ooh, it's more serious than we thought. Smith, can you go out and give him a hand? And you know what, Grant, you go too.
410A in progress.
Attempted murder. Bribe me 1,000 to ignore that. Good luck, Mr. Sand.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Placed on a stretcher when another shot rings out. This time the shooter finished the job. His firing position could not be determined, but the shots are clearly coming from around the skyscrapers. Carefully observe.
410A complete.
Got him. Yeah, well,
412.
offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Good work, everybody.
910A in progress.
Okay, I should have some cops back by then, don't worry about that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 8-year-old Kevin is at home alone, hiding under the bed. Unknown persons are gathered outside the apartment door. Let's have Vandal and Jaxie deal with this. We got some frames. He comes in, meets her, she hands it over. Stovall, Smith. You know what? Let's get some SWAT support to deal with the leader of the gang. Let's go.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Situation's more serious than we thought. Fraser, Sandy, get down there, help him out. Did we get her? We got her. Cool. All suspects arrested. Well done, Beasley. Red masks. Eliminate the gang. Yep. No problem, Mr. Mayor. Gang dealt with.
910A complete.
Attempted robbery. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Nice, well done. Well done. End the day. So Jaxie's been fired, although he is already exhausted. Stovall's going down, Birch is going down, Kodu didn't even do anything, he's going down, he's the new guy. Oh dear.
In my new role as corrupt official, I had to give up some of my favorite habits. I couldn't turn off my phone when my head ached. Couldn't sleep till noon on Saturday and let the rest of HQ take up the slack. No more days off to go fishing. But my weekly visit to the old colony club was more like tradition. One night a week, I absorbed cigar smoke, the vague smell of alcohol, the stench of urine, all mixed with toxic levels of old drunken belches. Same picture it was 30 years ago. Tradition's gotta be honored. And to stay faithful to the tradition, you've got to respect the standard rituals. When you're about to roll out of the club, you need to take a deep breath and count to 100. If your stomach doesn't do a backflip, you should be good to make it home. This time I only got up to 60. I was interrupted.
Why? You look even better than you do on TV.
There's nothing more impolite than approaching people in the alley at the old colony. This is the most private place in the city. All who enter here dirty their shoes with the most elite stream of vomit in Freeburg. This asphalt has been blessed by judges, lawyers, artists, businessmen, and all our politicians. Takes a lot of balls to crash the party. My head was a drunken haze, but I knew who he was. A cartoon gangster suit straight out of Dick Tracy. Fancy voice, fruit cologne, sassy strut. That's how the newspapers described Vikas Varga, rising star in Freeburg's criminal underworld. He appeared out of nowhere, and with the support of the local punks, Varga broke all the old rules of organized crime. He killed those who could not be killed, traded what could not be traded, and robbed those who could not be robbed. In just a single month, this man had gathered an incredible amount of power. He's been called everything from a clown to a madman to a criminal genius, and more often than not, he's called a low-class upstart short on ideas. But if Vargas was one of the old crime bosses, he'd have been cut into pieces and fed to the river. Look past this guy's arrogance, and there's something about him. The city is still deciding what to do with him. Meanwhile, he's burning down the houses of old city mobsters.
Okay,
Not
what's
the
your
best time to talk, Mr. Varga.
Oh, you know my name. I'm flattered, although not very surprised, to be honest. I might be a little short on manners. Like they say in your fair city, with the right manners, you can go anywhere. Well, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay right here.
Even the criminal world needs manners, Mr. Varga. And one of them is this. Don't interfere with a drunken cop who's trying to take a shit and puke at the same time.
Oh, you exaggerate. But is Freeburg always so gentle with its officers? You've been a bit roughed up lately.
I see you already know Freeburg quite well, Mr. Varga.
Well, I love to learn and look around. But I do know that the inhabitants of this fair city should be friends, Jack. Maybe it's true I don't have the best manners. After all, it's only polite for friends to share their phone numbers. This city of yours moves so fast. I feel like I'm hooked on amphetamines all over again. You wake up in the morning full of ideas, and by nightfall, you've all had each other killed. So don't wait too long to call. I don't mind if you're drunk. It's all the more fun. I'll be stoned myself, most likely. Hell, I'm a little stoned right now. It's the only way to live in this place.
Is he Scottish? Is he Irish?
I like your city, Jack. I'm here to stay.
If it weren't for the phone number written on my arm, I probably wouldn't have remembered the conversation in the morning. But there was no reason to worry. I'd be getting a reminder soon.
Students volunteer to help farmers. They always do. Greek priest to be appointed head of the Freeburg Orthodox Church. Sure.
My morning ritual was plagued by the smell of Vicus Varga's fruity cologne. It was like the sharp citrus scent was chasing me around the house, as if Vicus was right there in my living room. When I finally realized the smell was coming from a big basket of oranges, it didn't put me any more at ease. I'd opened my door to lots of threatening mail, evidence of criminal wrongdoing, even a dead ferret or two. But fruit? Never. You the fruit guy?
Excuse me?
Was it you that brought the basket of oranges?
Nah, it was here when I arrived.
Fine. So who are you?
Today, I'm your driver.
And where are we driving?
To work.
That's it?
Yeah, we have to make an important stop along the way.
Where?
The ranch.
What ranch?
Just the ranch.
Fine.
Sand.
The morning seemed surreal, and I took in the magic. Why wreck it with meaningless chatter? As my tight-lipped chauffeur drove an hour through God knows where, I started to feel like I was in the middle of a bad dream, probably lying bloody and concussed in the alley behind the old Colony Club, my nose buried in a rotten orange peel. But no, this was no dream. The silence was real, the sound of the engine was real, the dust was real enough too. And there was the ranch over the horizon. It all seemed familiar. The Sand family's overbearing mansion has been the talk of the headlines for decades, but few have managed to get closer than a few miles. I guess I'm just lucky.
Yeah, sure, luck. Hello, Christopher Sand.
I didn't know you took private meetings, Mr. Sand.
Only if I expect good company.
I'm surprised my company ranks at all.
Today, yes. Today is a special day.
So it seems.
Do you often go to the old Colony Club, Jack?
Every week.
Meet any interesting people there?
As a rule, no.
Sometimes you make a date, right? Sometimes make new friends.
Sometimes, I guess. But that's not why I go.
And why?
I consider it a hobby.
A hobby. Do you know anything about my hobbies?
Well, judging by the half-dozen animal skins I stepped on walking over here, it's not much of a reach to say you like hunting.
Love it. Well, I say that now. It seemed so tedious when I was a child. Took ever so long. But now I'm older. I've developed a new talent.
What talent is that?
Patience. The will to wait for the right moment. Let's say you want a deer. You know, you deserve it. You've even decided what dishes its meat will go to and where you'll mount its horns. But to get that deer, you've got to wait. To sit in the bushes and stay nice and quiet. Professional hunters will tell you that the hunt is a rare craft. There are many rules. It's shrouded in mystery and ancient skill. Well, that's all complete nonsense. To get a deer, you just sit on the sidelines for a long enough time, pinpoint the moment when it's finally time to shoot. I learned the talent, Jack. But not like you, oh, Jack. You truly are the master.
I don't understand.
Oh, come on, Jack. I know about the 500,000. I know your plan. Kendrick told me everything. Needless to say, I'm impressed. While some people learn to hold their breath for minutes on end and not to rustle the leaves too loudly, why you decided to just become the foliage. You turned yourself into a bush, surrounded by deer who've been so fruitfully multiplying for decades. But all this time you've held your rifle at the ready. Forgive an old man his imagery, Jack. I've the heart of a poet, I confess.
Look, I don't know what was said between you and Kendrick, but it sounds like you got it wrong.
Oh, I think I understand everything just fine. And I think we understand each other quite well. Jack, in the coming war, we'll make excellent partners.
What war?
One war falls upon every generation. My grandfather drove out the Ambersons back when he was 27. My father destroyed that psychopath gangster, Maurice Bell, when he was a sprightly 30. At 69, I'd begun to think my war had passed me over. But my time has come at last. Tomorrow, Vicus Varga declares war, and I'm obliged to answer.
So, we're talking about Varga now.
I don't know how he thinks. I don't even know whether he plans his actions or not. I can't divine his purpose. Hell, I don't even know where he comes from. He's a man not of our breed, wouldn't you say? But when he arrived here, I invited him in, told him we could work together. An official invitation penned in my own hand and written on some very expensive paper. And can you imagine his reply? A fruit basket. What sense can be made of such a message?
I guess it means whatever you want it to.
Precisely.
I'm late for work, Mr. Sand.
You know, Jack, I could just give you $500,000 right now, cash, whatever denominations you like. But I would never insult you so. If I went stalking my prey for so many years, I wouldn't want someone else to shoot it for me. I understand you, Jack. And I'll never ask you for anything that's contrary to your nature. Just think about our conversation. Think about it. And call me.
Like I said, it's a whole new life, and I've had to give up some old habits. One of them, keeping away from things that don't concern me. Now I can't afford the luxury. This spotlight I'm under, concerns is all I got.
He's classier, and he's got more rules, whereas he's insane and slightly less predictable. So, Sand.
Tell him it's Boyd.
Alright, Kochi. Go. Let's have some Ludwig. Tomorrow's gonna be the day. Yeah, well, J Boogie's here, so he's fine. Even work, Jack caught the sight of a scarecrow with a dagger through its eye. The handle is engraved with the letter S. Sand, maybe? Oh, wow. No money at all. Great.
P in progress.
Massive fight. 20 men, security keeping back. Some of the combatants are already kind of nice. Several wounded are on the dance floor. No one knows why the mayhem broke out. Yancey, Purdy, Chin, Tsubaki, Asano, J Boogie, the SWAT team, and the party wagon. Go. Just make it fast. I've only got 2 cops while you guys are off doing this. What can I have you do? maybe send someone to a barbecue.
I was trying to raise 10-1.
God's sake. Go.
412A in progress.
I can't hire any more cops, so... He's too tired, but he's also really young. Damn it. Backlog. Ignored that, did the mafia. Yeah, taking care of the hero. Okay. I gotta let the other one go, I don't have enough time.
Complete. 410B in progress. 412A complete.
Offender escaped. A massive fight. Offender caught. That was all of Shift B had to handle that. You'll be back by then. It's fine. Parish now marriage sometime. Report the sounds of gunshots inside the church. Bearded man, hat, entered the confessional. A minute later, I heard a few gunshots. Calmly left the boot and crossed himself and sat down in the pew. I think he's praying. Well, we don't have a SWAT team anymore. I need to actually. I'll have to ask for an upgrade on them. But let's send who I can. Birdie, Chin, Tsubaki, Asano, Austin. Get going. J Boogie, Yancey, you've got whatever's left.
410A in progress.
Attempted murder. Linda Howard, Woodslid. Dennis paralyzed her face during the latest visit. Must have stuck me with some kind of poison to arrest him. I feel like this is going to be a false alarm, but guys, check it out, will ya? Report the homicide. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Good work. Loot found. Non-automatic weapon. Keep it. Impound it.
.410A complete.
Attempted murder. Yep. False alarm. All the painkillers. I gotta force a good cops on Shift B.
1011B in progress.
No, I don't. Terrorism. A suspicious black bag unsupervised on a bench for the past few hours. Chin, Purdy, Yancey, Asano, Austin, go. Tsubaki, J Boogie, you two are gonna handle something soon. I need to give out some stripes to Shift B though.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Stay back until the bomb squad arrives.
1011B complete.
Well done, guys. Come on back. Let's end the day. Okay, no one's quit, which is a good start. How are these guys looking? Yeah, alright. Okay. Well, that'll do for this episode. next time we will carry on with this, and we'll see what J Boogie's whole medal is, and I will see you guys there. So if you enjoyed this video, why not give it a like and subscribe for more just like it. I'll see you next time on The Kilter Gamers.